All right, so today we're gonna figure out. Let's see, how do I want to start this? Okay. Let's say you have a room right here, right? All right, this is our room. I'm doing a Khan Academy here. All right, so this is a room. Let's say we're looking at the room from a bottom view. This is a window. Cool. So you got people inside this room, and these are the guests and the hosts. So this is me, and let's say all these little dots, those are all the guests. Okay, and all the people outside, that's all the viewers. Those are all the people that are commenting, they're watching, all that good stuff, right? So we're debating, let's say we're debating taxes, right? Conservatives, you know, like they want to lower taxes, we want to raise taxes on the wealthy and all that good stuff. So here I am, Mr. Me, and I'm debating, hey, we should probably raise the taxes a little bit, like the corporate tax rate on businesses, and let's see how that works, right? And then this guy right here, he's like, nah, we should lower it. You know, it's gonna help the workers and stuff like that. And this guy's like, oh, well, he fights him and all that good stuff. Everybody's doing what they're doing, right? This little guy right here, this red guy, we don't like the red guy. So what the red guy does is he makes a call. He makes a call to the owner of this room, right? The owner of the room. And the owner of that room, his name is Pickpock. Let's just call the owner Pickpock, okay? So what is this guy that we don't like? What does he say to Mr. Pickpock over here? He says, okay, listen, I've been looking through this window at this room. You guys have very strict rules on what can go on in this room. One of those rules is people cannot be naked. This guy right here, he's naked. Yeah, he's like naked. And then so what is red thing? So usually if Pickpock, you know, if he gets one call, like maybe he believes it, maybe he doesn't give it that much priority and stuff like that. But Mr. Red, he's a little smarter than the average bear, right? So he says, oh, well, you know what? I have a lot of different phones. I have my iPhone, I have my Galaxy S, I have my Nokia, I have my laptop, I have my Google Home voice and all that good stuff. I have a lot of different ones, and therefore I have a lot of different phone numbers. So I can make multiple different copies of myself, right? And I can have all those copies call Mr. Pickpock. And Mr. Pickpock will be like, holy crap, our lines are filled. There are a lot of people calling, saying that this room right here has nudity in it, and we have a rule against nudity. Okay, so what does Mr. Pickpock do? Well, he does what's reasonable, right? To him. He travels all the way to the room, and he looks at me, and he sees I'm not naked. He says, he looks inside the window, he's like, hey, this guy's not naked. But you know what? All these people calling, they can't be lying. So what am I gonna do? So Mr. Pickpock, he walks into the room. He says, okay, listen guys, unfortunately I am gonna have to shut this down. You guys, Mr. Me, you're not allowed to host inside this room anymore for a week. Okay, so what does Me naturally do? So Me was not naked, right? He's wearing full clothes. So Me naturally says, okay, what evidence do you have that I was naked? Given that you have, you know, cameras right here, you have a camera right here, you have a camera right here, you own those cameras, you have the ability to see whether I'm naked or not. So what evidence do you have that I'm naked? On top of that, I'm making money from these people. I'm making money from a lot of these people. A lot of these people are sending me money. So you're stopping my income stream because you made the claim, the positive claim that I'm nude. So Pickpock says, well, actually it was these guys. You got reported for it. Like, they can't be wrong, right? I'm like, okay, well, to verify whether that's true, how about you check these cameras? Just play back the camera. You have access to the cameras. Just play them back, right? Okay, cool. So Mr. Pickpock, he's like, actually, no, we're just gonna take you out of the room and we're gonna ban you and we're gonna throw you in jail. Okay. So in jail, right down here, this is me. I am now in jail. You know what, that's just my third, let's just make that my third leg. Okay, so I am now in jail, and I'm like, oh wow, I just got arrested before the verification of the crime. The punishment came before the evidence. That's crazy. So Mr. Pickpock comes in here. He says, hey, would you like to appeal this decision? I'm like, wait, now you're telling me to now you're asking me to appeal the decision. He's like, yeah, we'll appeal this. If you think that we did something wrong, you can appeal it. And instead of you being in here for 2 months, we can let you out tomorrow if we did something wrong. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Why did you put me in jail before you had verified it? So you're telling me that you did not actually verify this? Okay. Anyway, yeah, sure, I'll appeal it. So Mr. Pickpock, he does what he should have done originally. He goes and checks these cameras. He goes and checks all the cameras, and he realizes that, maybe, I don't know, he wasn't actually nude. That's interesting. So he comes back to the jail cell. He says, okay, listen, we have reviewed the cameras and we see that you were not nude. Unfortunately, we apologize, and we're gonna now restore your access to be able to go back and use our rooms. And I say, okay, well, thank you for doing that, but next time this happens, are you going to verify whether this guy that I don't like, are you going to verify whether he's telling the truth or not? Are you going to verify the reports first before you punish me? What do you think the answer that Mr. Pickpock's going to respond with? He's going to say no, we're not going to verify first. You are guilty until proven innocent. I just described the entire process. We've determined that your content did not violate our community guidelines. Your access has now been restored. Thank you, Mr. Pickpock, for restoring my access back to the room. I love you so much. All hail, Mr. Pickpock. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.